Hi guys, so I'm coming on here to talk to you because I haven't made a video in a long time, and this has been weighing on my heart a lot, so I thought I should probably address it. So obviously you guys, a lot of you guys know, if you're you know, friends on my other social medias, you know that I was pregnant and I had a beautiful baby boy, and I wanted to address something that's really been hitting home for me as of lately. It probably should have hit home a long time ago, but it's just now starting to hit me, and I feel like I need to, I guess, address it. So every time I turn on my Facebook, my Instagram, any of my social media sites, there's nothing but hate. There's nothing but racial bias, and there's nothing but just crude, rude, and horrible people out there. And there's a lot of hate going around. I mean, a lot of hate. More hate than there should be. And I think because there is social media and because there is this public forum that you can just spread awareness and spread the word, that people think that just because it happened, you should record it and put it on Facebook. And there should be awareness that people are racist and just cruel-hearted people out there, that we should know about that. But every time I turn on my Facebook, that's what I see, and it's starting to weigh heavy on my heart. And I think the one that said it best was Lady Gaga, when she said that hate is intelligent. You know, it's evil and it's intelligent, and it knows what it's doing, and it's dividing the groups of people: whites, blacks, gays, straights, poor, not poor. It's dividing all of these people and making us hate each other. And then at the end, evil is winning. And I think that it takes one voice to, I guess, spur inspiration or spur up a movement of some type. And I'm not saying that my voice is that, but I feel like there are many people out there who just are so upset with the way the world has come, what the world has come to. And I started to really think about that. How did we get in this predicament? And I think that as I've watched my son in the last few weeks of his life, that it starts right there. When your child is born, when your child can hold their head up and look at you, when they hear your voice, you should talk to them as if they are the most important thing, if they are the one thing in the world that is important, and that you value that. And if you let your children know that they are important, and that they are valued, and that their voice matters, and that you teach them to be kind-hearted, gentle people, hate will stop winning. Children are the hope of the world. They are the future. They will be running this country very soon, sooner than a lot of people think. And if they don't think that they're valuable and that their voice matters, you know, that springs hate in their heart. It makes them think, well, if nobody else values my opinion, why should I value anybody else's opinion? It hit me when I became a mother that it starts with children. It starts with kids. It starts with letting them know that it's important, letting them know that hating somebody because of their skin color or where they come from or the language they speak is not okay, is never okay, and will not be tolerated. And I think that's what you need. That's what parents need to start doing, is valuing your kids' opinion, letting them know that they're important, letting them know that they are the future and they are going to change it for the better, and be hell-bent on making sure that your child is kind and gentle. And I think it starts at infancy. I read to my son. I read him Bible stories. I read to him books. I talk to him. And I tell him how important he is. And I tell him about being kind and loving one another. And even though he really doesn't understand what I'm saying right now, just that calming, positive influence is what's going to be the deciding factor of who the person, who he's going to be. Keeping him in church, reading the Bible, making sure he has a connection and relationship with Jesus. That is one of my husband and my #1 priorities, is making sure he's in church, making sure that he is kind and gentle, and I know it's kind of a side note, but I learned recently, I was reading parenting blogs and websites and all kinds of different things. And one of the main things is that children who grow up with animals tend to have a kinder, gentle disposition to people. I was totally shocked by that, because I grew up with animals, and all through high school, I don't want to say I was a bully, but I want to say I like to beat people to the punch. And I guess in a way that I did it, it hurt people's feelings and made them feel worse. And it wasn't something, I wasn't intending to be a bully or anything like that, but I grew up with animals, and I, you know, put up with a lot of crap that I probably shouldn't have had to put up with. And so, you know, total tangent. Now we're going to go back to what we were talking about. But I learned that children who grow up with animals tend to have a better connection with people, which was really surprising to me. But, you know, you have to be able to teach your children that it's okay to be different. Just because he's not full black or full white doesn't mean he doesn't have the right to be different. It's okay to be different. It's okay to speak a different language. It's okay to be a different color. It's okay to have a different sexual preference. And as far as I'm concerned, if you teach your children to be kind-hearted people, that will transcend into their future wholeheartedly. Teaching your children that you need to be kind to people, even if you don't particularly care for that person. Being kind. I can give you an example. Just recently came to my attention, which I'm surprised that it didn't in the past, but anyways, I digress. I had a very strong disposition to Tom Cruise, okay? And it was all because of his religion and some of the crazy things I heard about Scientology. And I actually used to work for Uber and had a Scientologist in my truck who called me a spawn of Satan because I was a born-again Christian. So obviously I had a little bit of an issue with that. So, but then I started to realize, and I started to think about it. If I hate him because of his religion, what is that saying about what I'm saying here about spreading hate? you don't want to spread hate. You want to spread love and kindness, and what kind of example am I sending if I hate someone because of their religion? So, so I'm learning to come back from that, and I'm learning to kind of get over that. And because it's wrong to hate someone for their religion, just like it's wrong for you to hate someone for their skin color. But I digress. I just wanted to come on here and say, if you just teach your children to love and be kind, and let them know that they're important, and let them know that they're valued, they will be better human beings in the future. So, not saying that I'm an expert, because I am a new mom and this is all new territory for me. I just think that if we spread a little bit of love and kindness, you know, it won't be so bad.